Carl?
Oh, not much. What's crack-a-lackin'?
Oh, you know, closing work orders, trying to get stuff done around here. You know what it is. Yeah, here by myself, you know.
Where are the other two at?
Vacation, off.
Just you, huh?
Yeah, but we can handle it. They don't know me.
You gonna take care of my UBIs?
Yeah, I got them all in working, but those recalls have been killing me.
No what?
This is your weekly update.
This is actually not for the weekly update. This is just shop talk, man.
Oh, shop talk. I wore my shirt yesterday, sorry.
What they got you working on?
Dead bike. For the Power Commander. I can do that. So, yep.
That sucks. Just a battery then?
As far as I know, just battery. Boring shop talk.
Huh?
Boring shop talk. Sorry. I'm not I'm all into the politics thing right now, so.
Oh,
So that's where my head's at, anyways.
I know that feeling sometimes.
Yeah.
So just dead battery. What about this right here?
That one was smoking. It was smoking. And did a compression and a leak down test, and the front cylinder is bad, so the rings are bad. So we're into the teardown phase. If I ever get around to it, they keep giving me stuff like dead batteries. Can't do the fun stuff.
Well, I hope you get to it sooner rather than later. Heat.
What's going on, Carl?
Oh, not much. What they got you working on?
10K.
10K. So what all does that involve?
Engine oil primary, all the safety items, tires, charging system.
Yeah. Oh, the exciting stuff.
Oh yeah. It's not a recall.
At least it's not a recall, right? He's like, new. Are you putting lids on this thing?
No, rails.
Rails?
Yeah.
Marking it up and everything. Right there. Tom is not in the talking mood since he's been fighting allergies all week long, so he's like, doesn't want the camera in his face, understandably so. His eyes are just swollen. So we're gonna leave him alone today. But I don't know if you remember that from the first, I think that's in the first episode. He put beach bars on it and turn signals on the mirrors, or mirrors that have turn signals on them. So he just kind of wired all that down. Now he's putting rails on the saddlebag. And I believe he's done a stage 1 and a stage 2 on this particular bike for a particular customer who also happens to have a Fat Bob with a stage 4 and a Two Brothers exhaust. I'll show you that. And it's actually in here to get a chain conversion. So hopefully I'll be around when that happens. I can record it and show you all. But here it is. Got that 117. Yep. And also has the, these are the exact same mirrors that he's getting on his Road King except chrome. Then we got, there's a couple police bikes in the house. Again, that's the same one that I showed you last time. Tripp did a little bit of progress on that. He's also had other stuff come up with, with just customer bikes that come in, so. And today we got 3 more bikes from the factory, getting ready for setup. Just in case you don't know what they look like when they come in. It look exactly like that. Yep. So basically, they have to adjust a couple of things. When they always come out without the windshield, without the antenna installed, and some other things. But yeah, they have to do some assembly stuff. Make sure that the factory didn't screw something up, and that way our customers will have a bike that's rideable and has zero issues. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this thing. This thing came in on a Wednesday night, what is it? Oh, Monday night, and it's an ultra limited. Has about 64,000 miles. It's a club member's bike, and yeah, the engine just pretty much blew up. Rode it hard. I think there was like a oil pump failure, and that consequently destroyed a couple things in its way. So I'll show you the rack with all the parts. And basically had a tire shredder kit on it, and apparently he shredded his motor as opposed to his tires. But let me show you the pistons real quick. They don't look too good, let's just say that. But hopefully on Friday, when I'm back to record, not much has happened here. That way, when I get here, I can actually show you guys a little bit of the rebuild process. But yeah, tire shredder kid really shredded his engine. This is how it is. ¿Qué pasó, Julio? That's Julio, just in case you haven't met him yet.
Oh no! What?
Not much, man. What are you up to?
Just trying to figure out if this bike's done or not. Done as in
Flywheels might be.
flywheels might be jacked. Can I say that on the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
People have said worse.
Alright. Yeah. So there it is. Not.
So you put a dial indicator right there. If the dial moves a lot, that means the flywheels are just done for.
It's kind of hard to see. But
Kind of see it.
yeah, I'm gonna check the spec because that's quite a bit. So.
Yeah, that needle moved quite a bit. All right, so the needle moved quite a bit. So most likely the flywheels on that thing is. So, oops. Well, have fun with that.
Drum roll.
All the bikes are inside because it's supposed to like pour today, so. Ugh. ¿Qué pasa, señor?
Carl!
Not today.
Working on a street today. I wish it was not today, because it is a street.
I'm not awake yet. I haven't opened my eyes.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Not today, Carl.
Not today. Streets are a little bit more of a pain to work on than your regular V-twin.
It's basically like working on a Japanese bike. So yeah, that's fun.
See, kids, don't buy Japanese bikes. They're harder to work on.
I spent a lot of money to not have to work on those, but apparently I'm going to have to work on them anyway.
These are one of our riding academy bikes. These bikes sometimes have a very hard life. There's a lot of people that don't know how to ride, learn how to ride on that. So, what are you doing
It's
today?
our durability testing department, also known as rider's education. The starter clutch is damaged on it. It's behind the rotor here, so you got to replace all that good stuff. And it still uses lovely paper gaskets, so you got to put a little pookie on here, holding the gasket in place, so I can weasel this cover back on there.
Anyway, Dan, you're behind that Street 750 with 16,000 miles.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It actually runs really pretty good. It's got 16,000 miles on it, so it's not perfect, but I think I did take good care of it. Got brand new tires, good brakes, runs good actually.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Yep. Didn't really find anything wrong with it. Did an oil change on it, and she's outside ready to go. Somebody.
So, usually, people that ride on these bikes after riding on a big twin don't understand that these are high revving motors. So that's probably why it's surprising that that bike with 16,000, almost 17,000 miles, which is Street 750. I think I showed it earlier in this episode, maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, it was in actually pretty good shape, I guess.
I was very surprised it was in as good a shape as it was. I mean, granted, these motors, for the most part, we see some, like the starting issues on the earlier ones, but the later model ones, we really don't see that many problems with them. Granted, they don't see as many miles as the other bikes, but the design behind the engine is pretty simple, so yields that it shouldn't have very many issues.
Well, there you have it. Onto a little bit more exciting stuff. Got a little chain conversion going on over here.
Ah! My eyes! Don't talk to me about eyes.
Yeah. By the way, looking a lot better than you did yesterday.
Better today.
Them allergies, man.
I can't roll around in the dirt like I used to.
But this is a bike that has a stage 4 on it. It was originally a Fat Bob with a 114 on it. It's an FX FBS. And so Tom, did a stage 4 on it, and now he's doing a chain conversion on it. So curious to see how that's gonna pan out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look pretty cool. What's the brand of the kit conversion?
Don't ask me, I just install parts. IMZZ.
IMZZ?
Something like that, yeah.
Where's the box?
In the big box over there in the side of the shop.
So the box is in the trash. And this is the kit over here?
Yeah, that's their rear sprocket. One of their options for sprockets. Aluminum sprocket, DID chain, and a PBI front sprocket. There you go. IMZZ Elite.
Have you ever heard of this kit before?
Before today? Yeah. Yeah, the customer actually brought it to me, so he found it. He did all the research.
This is what it looks like. So you had to take the whole primary out.
Yes.
Just in case you didn't know that's what needs to happen.
Yes.
So.
And you got to take out the spacer for the swing arm pivot shaft to get the belt out.
Right,
unless you just want to cut it off. I'm not going to cut it off.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, has a Kevlar composite in them, and the average, or maybe not average, but they're rated for 100,000 miles, unless you like really do things that you probably shouldn't do to a motorcycle, and most likely it won't last you 100,000 miles. I've seen all kinds of things come through here, and you just kind of scratch your head. That one, I guess they're waiting on a new motor. Let me ask. So that limited on the other lift.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about all that.
We don't?
No.
Why not?
It's just another high performance motor gone south.
Are you waiting on parts or?
Yes. That is Harley's tire shredder kit. It has been rode hard. Real hard.
So that's the status on that. So anywho, there's supposed to be a motor in there with a tire shredder kit if he decides to go that route again. A lot of people sometimes don't understand that when you buy a hot rod motor, it should be treated like a hot rod motor. And you have to ride it at certain RPMs. A lot of people also don't understand that on most Harleys, really you shouldn't be shifting below 3,500 RPM. A lot of people think that 2,500 is where you need to shift. It's not a car. And these motors are not designed to do that, and therefore cause a lot of issues. It's like if you're riding a sport bike and you don't shift it properly, you're gonna break stuff. So a lot of people don't understand when you get cams, like hot rodded cams, high RPMs is all that motor needs to see. So I'm not saying that that's what happened to that bike. I'm just saying like a lot of bikes that come in that had cams, all kinds of stuff like that. That's why they're here. So if you're getting cams, take into consideration the style of riding that you do. If you're not like bouncing off the rev limiter every single time, maybe a huge cam kit, it's maybe not for you. Just saying. Well, that is all for this episode. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Click that notification bell on, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.